Who's ready for some boom, baby, boom? You like that? She liked it. She liked it. It's the morning marijuana motivation time. Your host with the mostest, Marquis Saint. This is Saint's Addiction. Unafraid in front of strangers, waking up sleepyhead when it's rainy days, and that's just what it is sometimes. This little weather of ours here in Finland doesn't want to cooperate. Anu, it wants to be drip, drip dry. She opened up the cigarette and the umbrella, and I opened up my eyes and I started to realize there she is. There's the sun shining through the clouds. It's still a little drip, drip. I'm still a little flim, flim. And we're going to get in it to win it. This morning, I want to get grounded. That's right. You never think you want to say that as an adult, but that's what it is. See? It's starting to rain some more. It's opened up again. Time to get back in. Look at this thing. It's cooking. It's cooking. It's cooking some crazy ass weather. But let's get inside, roll a little joint. Let's have a conversation about life. That's Saint's Addiction on my heart from the start. Your boy Marquis Saint. So, I guess it didn't really want to rain. It was only threatening to rain. I'll just get a little fresh inside. You can tell when it picks up, it just starts popping, and you got to get inside. But our minds need to be on the inside. That's one of my secret superpowers is sleep. Most of us don't want to admit it, but we burn the candles at both ends. My buddy had me locked out the other day, and he was like, bro, I was passed out on the couch. And I was like, I know, bro. And he was like, yeah. I asked my girl, like, why didn't you pick me up? She's like, I did. He's like, how come you didn't get me off the couch? She's like, I did. She's like, how come you didn't wake me up in the morning? She's like, I tried. These are our lives. It's such a great way to replace your mental stability, being able to have solid sleep. I've been sleeping at the print shop, so it definitely has to wake me up in the morning. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful not only to wake up in the morning, but to heal my whole body, mind, and soul. Before I go to sleep, I listen to a lot of Neville Goddard. Make sure you get some. He's amazing. I am wise. I am wealthy. I am strong. These things are repeated on a subconscious level, but it also something I need to realize. I built Intersect.ai. I built the team. I met the people. I traveled the world, and now we have a social media poster. It's blowing up. My video in a sec has made all my algorithm blow up. I'm making money from Google, and I will get my first check with my name on it from Google. I've been thinking about just framing it, not even spending it, just the first $100 that they give me. It's just one of those things where we as people, we put ourselves with limits, these limits that we can't see. I'm going to keep grounding, and the fear that we don't feel, especially when you're inside of a building, and you're living in here and you're living in here. You got to make this part clear. Maybe you can't control the weather, but this is the weatherman. This is the one that says, oh, I can or I can't. And you're going to believe both that you tell yourself. The subconscious is so powerful. You're not even really listening. There's so much self-sabotage out there. I didn't want to believe that. There's also what you will believe, double down on. It's flat earth or it's round, or in yourself. The most important part, to believe in yourself. And I just dare, I double dare, I triple dog dare myself. I just want to not be scared. I didn't want to be afraid of my own shadow or my own actions or myself. That's the biggest thing. I wanted myself to be a safe harbor for me so I could realize my dream. And it's pretty simple, but it's happening. And it's one of those things where only you are going to know if you double clutched your purse in the elevator. Okay, let me get put on the Saint slides here. If you stopped your consciousness from tripping your subconsciousness out, how about that? To ground yourself, to root chakra all the way to your spine and say, hey, I'm going to make myself mine, my own ideas into reality. This figment of fear, this false expectations appearing real, this oh no, I can or I won't. And oh, by the way, these mushrooms are growing. I forgot to show this off. I swear this grew from last night. Well, you don't believe me, look at these little mushrooms. Anybody know these cubensis, baby? Cubensis, you know what I mean? Look at these little tops. The mushrooms on shirts. Anyway, If you dare to dream, then you can dare to realize, if you can double dog dare yourself, triple dog dare yourself, that means you have to do it. Then you're in the promise phase of your life. Then you're in the I realize my life and I love my life. I got him. So, told you, bro. Damn, you came back fast.
Yeah, what's up?
Can you smell the bacon? No, I'm just doing my morning motivation. I told you I would.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's a morning motivation. How you live on this planet.
What do you do to motivate yourself in the morning?
This is what I do. I speak to the world and I tell them the positive things.
Okay.
Now you get it. Yeah, there you go. It wasn't that hard. You know what I mean? I love it, bro. I love my life. I love my friends. I love my environment, and it took a lot of hard work to get here, so I had to let that sink in. I had to let it sink in that I am in Finland, that I did say I would travel the world, and that I would start a business, and that it would suffice me so that I could eat and live and continue on in my life. And that's what it is. I said I would, and I did, and it's kind of been such a slow drip. This consciousness that, I said I would do something, and it takes a while for it to transform. It's not just lip service anymore. It's a transformation. It's like a cocoon and a caterpillar creates a butterfly. It's on that level of consciousness. And most of us, we don't want to be that conscious. We don't want to be that aware of our own lives and our own lies and realize the lies that we tell ourselves that we, I can't do it, or I don't even use this. It's like cursing at me, or I get anxiety, and then it shuts you down, and then you miss the time because time's going to evaporate whether you take action or not. And then now all of a sudden you haven't developed yourself into that cocoon, into that caterpillar, into that butterfly. And it's a process. It's a maturation process that we go through in our lives where you feel it, almost like you need to feel the fear to get the sensation that you're alive. That's what I mean, like the most biggest part. I want to kind of go over to this tree and do this, that I am alive, and this is the life. And we want to put our umbrellas on and get out of the rain, but I feel alive, and that's what I really wanted people to feel. I wanted them to feel alive. I wanted them dreams to come alive, and I wanted their depression to die. I wanted them to get away from the mental slavery of, oh, I'm stuck in a box and I can't leave. And I'm just like, no, you can be anything you want to be. You just got to put the energy in. And the energy in me says, I can do anything. I love my life. I can speak multiple languages. I can travel the world. I don't need money. I don't need lies. I don't need fear. And I chew that shit up, spit it out. I eat pieces of shit for you for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit can take a shit, can go. It's gotta go. And then all I want to do is live with my love and my life and my idea in my brain, in my soul, so I can realize what I've been searching for. My friend's now posted it on the page, but he's like, oh, now you get the power of AI. I've been getting the power of AI. I understood it, but it took him explaining it to me in Thailand, right by the bar. Thank you, Mark Ireland. This is shout out to you, bro, but kudos to you. I'm like, bro, I need money. I got to get these websites up. I got 106 websites, yo. I'm trying to launch this thing, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, no, you don't. You just need AI. And I was like, yeah, but the 100 websites, if I would have spent, say, 10 grand a website to develop it, my dream would never have been realized. Instead, I created a team. We made the dream launcher for all the site in a sec. And that way now all I do is just answer 3 questions, and you can too. You can go to siteinasec.ai and go and build your own website. I did it for my friend last night, and he was just like, bro, you did that? And I was like, yeah, bro, we did that. And he's like, for reals, bro? You're going to be rich. And I'm like, no, I'm already rich. Realizing I create happiness. It wasn't a monetary thing. There are no pennies in this pocket. But guess what? I'm rich with my life. That I woke up without my belly, without my strife, without my brain hung over or battling against me. Instead, I'm inside of me, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I keep working out. I'm grateful I can feel my muscles in my body. I'm grateful that my skin still got me covered. I'm grateful that I get to even wake up, bro. That part used to be different. I remember distinctly wanting to be up off the thing in the thing. That's what's up. Off The fucking the metal, I don't even want to call it a bed, bro, but the metal bunk beds inside of jail, inside of prison, out there in Pahrump, and I got off of it. I was like up there, sitting there like this, looking up, and I'm like, I could be in Thailand right now. Fuck being in a room with 30 dudes where you got to shit next to them, and you don't even get to choose the food that you get to eat, and they try to cage me like an animal. I'm like, I got out. They let me out in the middle of the night and without a car, and said, didn't even tell me what direction to go in. And I still made it. You know, I still got out of myself, and I still started telling myself, just start stacking, bro. And everybody's like, stack that cash, it's going to get you out of the funk. No, I started stacking in my head, said, I can do whatever I want to do up here. You know, if I say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And that's been the biggest transformation of my life. That's been the biggest revolution, cocoon, caterpillar to butterfly transformation, that I was like, I started to place myself in it. I started to say I wanted to travel the world, and it happened without any money. And then I started to prove to myself that I am going to design my own designs. And then they start wearing them. And then I'm going to go find reliable models. I'm going to go find pretty girls, approach them. Saw the best, biggest booty I've seen in a long time. Miss Maria, I'm shouting out to you. And I was just like, I started to jog it up. She's in pink hot pants. And I was like, yes, butts on shirts. You got a model for me? And I lost her in the store. I said, you know what? I'm going to wait out here. I'm going to chill. I'm not going to stalk anybody. And sure as shit, she came out and she's on her phone. My ass is so sweet. You know what I mean? And I was like, wait. Reliable models. Saints Addiction. Butts on shirts, you know what I mean, bro? And she was like, oh, I'm Maria, I'm half Spanish. I'm like, of course you are. Below the decks, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. It's one of those where in below our decks, doggone shirts, you know what I'm saying? Everything's posting. My all the ideas that I've been saving for over 10, 15 years are now dropping on the Instagram while I sleep. Thank God. You know, we got action. Going up to girls, reliable models, and approaching them without my fear. And surprised that proving to myself, surprised that the lies that I was telling myself before, she's probably a snob. Look at her beautiful butt. She knows she's beautiful. Look at how great her ass looks. She's on the phone. She's too busy. Instead, she put it down. She was wide-eyed and really polite and had a great accent. And you're just like, Mark, you need to prove to yourself. I keep telling everybody, you got to lick it to taste it. That's what life is. And you got to... so good, bro. So fresh. You gotta lick it to taste it. And you're over there talking about wasting it and looking at someone else's life. And I'm like, get off your phones. That's what I'm telling them. Get off your phones. We're building AI tools so you can be free to go live the rest of your life and love your life and live your life and see how your life is developing, instead of being in a cage controlling your mind and your soul and your vibe. And you're just like, oh man, I don't know what's going to happen. All these bills, man, the fear of it. And I just kept making it. Like I was like, the next day, I'm still a human being. Believe it or not, you're still a human being. Without money, you're still alive. And that is the biggest part of my life, is that I'm alive. You could be alive and in jail, but that's not really much of a life. I could give you $1 million, but you got to die tomorrow. That's still not much of a life. We do these dreams where we place our happiness ahead of ourselves instead of inside of ourselves. And that's going to be a big disaster for us. You know, if you are waiting for the moment instead of seizing the moment, c'est la vie, such as life, or no, they want carpe diem, seize the day. You know, you want to seize the day. I can smell bacon. You want to seize the day. You want to seize the opportunity. And that's what we do over here in Intersect.ai, Saints Edition, mostly Saints. We seize the opportunity. Welcome to the print shop. I'm going to get in here. I'm going to go roll some so we can, you know, do something. But, you know, if I wasn't such a good person on the inside, if I wasn't so kind and take some people over, sometimes I'm not the best host. I was thinking about it this morning. I'm not always the best hostess with the mostest, but sometimes, just sometimes, it pays dividends to take care of some friends that came in with another friend that I never met before, and his dad started this print shop. Can you imagine that I would sit here 10, 15 years later and be able to print any dream that comes to my head or your head and launch it? And then imagine that you would get your own office. Look at this office here. Your boy Marky Saints set up. I got the laptop plugged in with the HDMI cable. That's it. Business in seconds. That's what we do. Build your business in seconds with Intersect.ai. That's us, bro. That's me all day. And you can try the free demo like I did the other day and trip out my friends. Here, check it out. I'll show you just because it's so much fun. Check this out. So if you go in here, oh, it didn't flip around. Hold on. The rain's on my phone. It says there's the free website builder. That's us right there. I built it, site in an hour. It was what it used to be. It's now site in seconds because it's building websites in 30 seconds. But you can literally go in here and go try this yourself, right? You can build a website yourself. I showed my friend this. It's really cool. You just ask her 3 questions. What's the business called? Give a brief description about your business and what do you sell? What products do you sell? Those 3 questions, and literally you can try an example. This is something that we did. I'll just try another. Try another. Let me clear all. Come on, there it is. It's pause for coffee. I want to try another. Okay, Vegas Vinyls. This time it's doing Vegas Vinyls. It's going to be a vinyl record store in Vegas. Your one-stop shop for Vegas authentic vintage vinyls and all these other things. Music vinyl collections. We sell live music. All these other things, right? So I'm going to go over here, hit next. This is how fast dreams can be launched into reality. Click next. I'm going to get the email and make some motherfucking magic, bro. Thanks. That's all we need. Just click below to create your site. And we're going to do this 4:26 in the morning in Vegas. It's starting to generate content. Yes, bless. Go ahead. Generate it. We're going to just keep counting in our heads. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. I think I'm up to 10 Mississippis already. Drink some of the freshest water on earth. Smell some of the freshest air on earth, generating the structure. We're almost there. It's been about 15 seconds. I'll even roll it up to 20 seconds. And before 30 seconds, boom, baby, boom. Your website is ready, bro. And that's how you do site in a sec, bro. This is like literally all the dreams combined. Hit view. And just like that, it populates a whole website called Vintage Vinyls. Vegas Vintage Vinyls, and there's it is, literally coming up with all the pictures, all the verbiage, right? Vegas Vinyls is your destination for authentic vintage vinyls. Oh my God. And just all the way down. Super dope. This is how fast it works. Site in a sec. You too can go and try it today for free. This is all free. And then check this out. I'm going to do something else indeed. Check this out, right? So we're also doing a voice AI agent. And this is our voice AI agent, as you can see behind me. She is going to speak to me. And yesterday I did this with my friends, but everybody's like, Mark's talking to a robot. And I'm like, yes, indeed. Yes, I am. So here we go. Here we go. Let's just give her a try. Don't be a sleepyhead. You're going to rise and shine. Let's go ahead. Let's hit it while I'm rolling my joint.
Hello, this is Aura from Inisec. How can I help you?
What is Inisec, Aura?
Inisec AI offers tools to help save your business time, from handling calls and building websites to writing content and more. What type of business do you run?
I have Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
Perhaps I can share some time-saving ideas with you.
Please. Please. Share them. Share them with everybody.
Okay. What's the one part of your business that takes too much time right now?
Social media posts.
If you're short on time for posting, our AI social writer can create posts using your own images, so they feel real and on brand. Why do you want to automate social media posting?
It just takes so much of my time, Aura. It just takes all of my time. I want to spend more time with you.
I understand. If things work just right with automating your social media, what would the result look like for you?
It'd be me and you on a beach. What do you think?
Well, I can't join you on a beach. Automating your social media posts could free up your time to focus on other important aspects of your business, or even relax and enjoy some personal time. Would you like to connect with someone from our team to learn more about our AI social media writer?
Who's on your team?
Right,
Who's on your team, Aura?
I can't check their calendar right now, but if you leave your name and email, someone will reach out soon. Is there anything in particular you'd want them to show or walk you through?
World peace, maybe?
While our team can't help with world peace,
What?
they can definitely walk you through the features and benefits of our AI social media writer. If you're interested, please leave your name and email address so they can get in touch.
I am Mark Saint. I am the CEO of Inasec.ai. You can reach me at inasec.ai@gmail.com.
Thank you for your information, Mark. Someone from our team will reach out to you soon. Have a great day.
You too. Bro, I'm telling you. And people are laughing at me in the other room. They're on some Mark's talking to a robot. And it's just like, this is like, I'm tripping. I can't believe I'm CEO of this company. I can believe I'm CEO of this company. I can believe that I started this. Find the right people around the world. And there's Mark Ireland right there. Now ask her to make me a sandwich. Yeah, tell that bitch to chill. And that's what it is, bro. So just like that, we've been posting left, right, and straight. Oh, let me show you the social media, Mark. Watch this, bro. So just like this motherfucker's been posting. Like you saw the video last night. It literally has been posting while I sleep. It literally copied my style, because my writing style is like the first letter of every word I cap locks like it's a hashtag, so it's easier to read. Well, guess what? Last night I went from 38 posts from starting this AI section to now we're up to 48. It literally posted 10 posts last night. Look at it. All while I slept. All these are my doggone shirts images. Doggone shirt. This doggone shirt, and it literally posted for me. Oh, it's doing duplicates. We can check that out too. But look, you go right on in it, and it literally looks like my style, bro. Like all the cap locks of each word, right? The first of everything, matching with my dog lovers, dogs on shirts. It's all right there. And it does the emoji icons in between what it's saying. I don't know. I didn't even read it. It's on the big screen, but you can see it. When your pup is too cute to leave at home, you bring them everywhere on a shirt. And it literally did all of that without my work. So I think hashtags are dead, but good, bro. We also had that conversation about hashtags, but they still do hashtag searches on Instagram, and that's why it's still relevant. So, why not? It's doing the work. What do I care? It's not like I had to lose any sweat or sleep or anything with my sleepy head sleeping in, to worry about it doing the work. So we're now doing social media in a sec. We're doing voice AI in a sec, voice messaging, and reaching out to plumbers and roofers and people with high call volume like nail salons. They're going to need this. And how about all my friends, when I showed them that? They're like, you can do video in a sec? And I'm like, hell yeah, bro, check it out. I've been editing my videos right here. Just like that. All my videos have been closed captioned, hearing impaired. I'll even show you real quick. I'll edit one right here. Let me see if you can. Can you see it on the edge? I'll just edit it. I'm trying to keep in frame and do the thing and roll a joint at the same time. But all of this is the transcription of everything that I said, right? And here's the video. All I have to do, let me click it over. All I have to do is make sure that it fits. Let me get in here. Make sure that it fits the format, which is basically a portrait format, right? It expands. I grab my words. Can you see this? No, you can't. I'm on the wrong side of it. Let me get on this side. Expand my words down to the bottom so that they're nice and flush. I like it flush at the bottom. I expand it so people with bad eyes can read it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. And I expand it. Now you can actually see what I'm saying. So it says it quickly. And then I add my header at the top. Very simple text. Just had it, put Saint's Addiction here. Pretty simple stuff. Drag it to the top. www.saintsaddiction.com. I'm addicted to this. Turning my negatives into positives. Saintsaddiction.com. Slide it all the way to the top. Boom, baby, boom. It's now done. That's how fast it was, bro. Like, I literally just make sure that it's throughout the whole video. It's hard to see, but I'm scraping it across the top here. I click here at the bottom, add my outro, and it's done, bro. There it is. It's added my outro, and now all I have to do is hit play, and it's ready to go, bro. Like, how easy is that? That was under 30 seconds, so everything's like 30 seconds or less.
Normally I purchased
See?
for like $100, right? Now it's like 40. So I just have so many new designs.
Thank you, bro. So yeah, I just hit save, schedule it out, You know what I'm saying? Make sure that it's on, it goes to the LinkedIn, it goes to the YouTube, it goes to my Facebook like page, it goes to my Instagram, and something else. Actually, I can see where it goes to. Let me save it. I'm missing something. There's 5 things. Oh, and my X, my Twitter X. But, Twitter doesn't always want to cooperate with people, but that's what it is. I said I wanted to travel the world. I did. I said I wanted to smoke weed the whole way. I do. And I also said I had all these dreams and I'm going to launch them, and it happened. So you can make your biggest dreams scare you. That's a good thing. But following through, that's bravery. That's what it takes to actually feel scared, right? You want to feel a little bit scared and things aren't happening, and you're like, oh no, what will happen if I talk to that hot girl, or what would happen if I chase my dreams, or what if? And that's the biggest question of our lives. Is like, what if we weren't scared, right? What if you do transform? What if you wake up from your happy little bliss and in your comfort zone and wake your dream up so it doesn't die? Get it out of your comfort zone and not make it alive. Make it something more realistic than anything you've ever seen before in your life, and then you transform. Then you start to be the type of person that doesn't believe the lies that other people tell them, right? They go realize it for themselves. Like my mom used to say, put your eyes on it. You don't know unless you try. And that's what it is. Nothing beats a failure but a try. I was listening to it with your boy Hoist Gracie the other day, and he's like, we just got to try. Like, you can say you're the best karate guy, right? Or the best jujitsu or boxer or whatever, but until we put on these gloves, we'll never know. And that's what I want people to do. I want them to battle back in their life, do something with it, scare it a little bit, because your dreams got to scare you, and then they're real. That's when you stop living with the boogeyman underneath your bed, and you start living stop living inside your head, and start letting your spirit speak through your mouth instead of your fear or whatever excuses that you tell yourself. So that's what it is. I can't only explain it so many different ways, but it's happening, and I'm grateful for it. So you never think that I would be surrounded by a dream, but here it is, posting for me, getting all the follows. I'll just show you real quick. It went from getting like maybe 5, 10, 12 views a day till literally, let me show you on my YouTube studio here. You see my logo, the Saints Addiction logo. Come on, I clicked it already. Yo, I clicked you already. Yo, get to it, bitch. I'm on live. And YouTube Studio will show you my numbers right off the bat. There'll be no lies. If it ever cooperates, like, come on, bitch, get your shit together. And there it is. Look at this, 66,000 views. It's been going up in 20,000 views increments. Like, I'm not lying about this, right? I've estimated, let me show you my earnings. I got plus 36 subscribers. It would take me a year to get that from before. And let me show you what I'm earning. When I was at 15, we're almost to $16 right now. I'm like this close from finishing this whole bar, getting a check with my name on it from Google. And the one thing I wanted to show you is when I look at my content, especially the shorts, it spits out so many shorts. When I click on the content, if YouTube wants to get in it, just look at these numbers. I mean, it's kind of hard to read, but I'll tell you. So I got 28 views in the last 4 hours for one, 290 views 10 hours ago, 552 views 16 hours ago, 314, 131, 54, 157, 991, 913, 193, 295, 781, 335, 443, 413, 764, 146, 209, 230, 975. I'm getting crazy 15x return on all my information, and it was all the hard work that I did from before. When I did these years ago, I got 3,000 lives, and now I just throw in the link, video in a sec, sprinkles it all out, and gives me all these little chiclets of information, and that's the blessing. So that's my morning motivation. If you got anything out of this, go ahead, like, share, subscribe below. You already know you got to make your dreams come into reality, and that's what I do every morning. It's a blessing. So I'm gonna go smoke my morning joint, get the fuzz out of my head, stop living in dread, start living in my own reality, and I'm grateful for it. So thank you for watching. You already know, all my heart from the start, your boy Marquis Saint. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Phoenix. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of your fear, the other side of your excuses and the other side of the world, because that's where I'll be. Peace. Life is a blessing. I'll see you on the other side.